Welcome to Egoli Gas, where safety, reliability, and teamwork are our top priorities. This induction training is mandatory for all operations personnel. Please pay close attention throughout the session, as you will be required to understand and comply with the company's safety rules and regulations. During this induction, you will learn about our operations, safety protocols, risk management processes, and your responsibilities in ensuring the safe delivery of piped natural gas to our customers. Safety, compliance, and professionalism are at the core of everything we do. Let's get started. We are committed to the safety, health, and well-being of our employees, our customers, contractors, and the community at large. Identify, assess, and manage the health and safety risks to employees, stakeholders, the community, and the environment. Meet and, where appropriate, exceed applicable legislation standards and SHIC management standards. Implement integrated management system with traceable, transparent, documented, homogeneous, and coherent records. Communication. Giving, receiving, and sharing relevant information and knowledge respectfully, honestly, transparently, and clearly to ensure understanding. Accountability. Taking responsibility and ownership of one's decisions, actions, performance, and behavior, ensuring everyone is focused on achieving excellence and success. Fairness. Treating everyone with respect by ensuring equality in opportunities, workload distribution, recognition, and being fair and unbiased in our actions. Teamwork. Understanding, supporting, and collaboration of ideas by a diverse group of people, laying down their own individual differences, promoting inclusivity, and working as one to achieve a common goal. Integrity. Believing we are all committed to doing what is best for Egoli and our colleagues by doing the right thing, being honest, truthful, respectful, and reliable in our intentions, words, and actions. Safety. Creating a safe working environment where people are free from physical, psychological, and emotional harm by considering the well-being of others and following precautionary measures, safety practices, standards, and operating procedures. As part of the employer's duty to inform, they must ensure employees are made aware of health and safety hazards related to their work, the materials they handle, and the equipment or machinery they use, along with the precautionary measures to follow. Inform health and safety representatives in advance of any inspections, investigations, formal inquiries, or exemption applications. Notify health and safety representatives as soon as reasonably practicable if an incident occurs in the workplace. Employee health and safety responsibilities. Take reasonable care of your own health and safety and that of others who may be affected by your actions. Cooperate with your employer on all health and safety duties. Follow lawful instructions, safety rules, and procedures set by your employer or authorized personnel. Report any unsafe or unhealthy conditions promptly to your employer or health and safety representative. Report any incidents or injuries affecting your health immediately, ideally during your shift, or as soon as possible if circumstances prevent earlier reporting. No person shall intentionally or recklessly interfere with, damage, or misuse anything which is provided in the interest of health or safety. We have the following 12 life-saving protocols: risk assessment, road safety, tools, equipment and machinery, personal protection, lifting operations, permit to work, energy isolation, lockout and tagging, confined space entry, excavation, working at height, management of change, substance abuse. All personnel entering the premises must report to security. Random body and vehicle searches will be done when entering and leaving the premises. All personal items such as laptops, computers, tools, etc. should be declared at security upon entering. All safety signage must be observed and adhered to. Barricades, warning signs, and safe walkways must be observed at all times. No firearms are allowed on site. If an individual is in possession of a firearm, it will be stored in a safe at the security guardhouse. No person may enter the site if they are under the influence of or in possession of any intoxicating substance such as alcohol or drugs. All visitors, employees, and contractors will be breathalyzed. Please be aware that the taking of photographs without prior authorization is strictly prohibited. No parking in front of safety signage. All cars should be parked in reverse. Speed limit is 20 km per hour inside the premises. The no smoking policy inside buildings and doorways must be complied with, and only designated smoking areas should be used. No smoking is allowed in the trenches. No person is permitted to run or horseplay around while on the premises. When ascending or descending stairways, always make use of the 3-point contact rule. Keep one hand on the handrail, eyes on the path, and one foot on the ground. Use the hand sanitizers placed along the stairways after touching handrails. All contractors should adhere to Egoli Gas SHE minimum requirements. Compile a safety file with all necessary documentation. Employees and contractors operating construction vehicles or equipment must be medically fit and have valid licenses or operating certificates. The use of cell phone is prohibited whilst operating machines or driving. No walking and talking whilst on cell phone. Never start work without assessing risks. Always conduct a thorough risk assessment to identify hazards and put controls in place. Always obtain the necessary permits. You may refer to Egoli Gas permit to work procedure. High-risk activities such as working at height exceeding 1.5 meters, working in confined spaces, excavation deeper than 1.5 meters, and any form of hot work, such welding on live gas, drilling and cutting, require a permit to work to ensure all safety measures are approved and documented. Be aware of surrounding utilities such as electrical cable and nearby electrical fences. Isolate the area by closing the valve. Use adequate stopper bags to isolate gas. Use non-static equipment such as grinder, welding machines and appropriate flammable retardant PPE, including balaclavas. Use pneumatic equipment, such a pneumatic saw and drill. Gas detection must be conducted at all times. Important, no smoking is allowed near the trenches. Following are the top risks in our operations. Risk of fire. Understanding the fire triangle helps us prevent fires and keep everyone safe on site. A fire only starts and continues when oxygen, heat, and fuel are present. Oxygen is always in the air, so controlling airflow is important. Heat can come from machinery, electrical faults, welding, grinding, and other hot work. Fuel includes anything that burns such as packaging, chemicals, flammable liquids, paper, textiles, plastics, or wood. If these three elements come together, a fire can ignite. Controlling or removing any one of them will stop a fire from starting or spreading. Pipeline operation risks: overpressure, low pressure, gas leak. Associated risks include explosion, fire or uncontrolled gas release, third-party interference or damage to pipeline assets. Associated risks are ruptures, leaks, or accidental damage. Use of company vehicles and mobile equipment. Associated risks include collisions, crushing, or injury during transport or site operations. Working at heights. Associated risks are falls from elevation and severe injury. Manual handling and lifting. Associated risk, musculoskeletal injuries, use of tools and equipment, including hand or power tools, hot stopping, drilling, and electrical devices. Associated risks include burns, cuts, electric shock, and uncontrolled release of gas, leak survey and working around pipelines. Associated risks, exposure to gas and undetected leaks leading to hazards. Worksite conditions, poor lighting, uneven surfaces, noise, vibrations from machines. Associated risks are trips, falls, hearing damage, tool or machine-related accidents, confined space, and restricted areas. Associated risks include asphyxiation, toxic exposure, and restricted egress. Environmental and waste management. Associated risks, improper disposal of materials, contamination, or regulatory breaches. Always wear the correct personal protective equipment for your task. PPE protects you from hazards such as gas leaks, fire, welding sparks, falls, and confined space risks. Never compromise on PPE. It is your first line of defense. PPE is supplied free of charge to employees. Contractors must supply their own PPE. PPE includes but is not limited to the following: flame-resistant clothing, respiratory protection, safety boots with steel-toe and slip-resistant, anti-static, puncture-resistant soles, balaclavas for head and face protection, and rain suits and gumboots are supplied for rainy weather. Refer to the company's PPE procedure for more information. Supervisors observe tasks to ensure safety and compliance. They also identify unsafe practices, provide feedback, and reinforce positive behavior. Treat PJOs as learning opportunities. Welding and other hot work near pipelines is high risk. Only competent personnel may perform welding with fire extinguisher and PPE in place. Drilling into live gas lines is strictly prohibited unless approved and controlled with a permit to work. Follow all SOPs carefully to prevent accidents and protect yourself and others. Excavation work must follow approved SOPs. Only trained personnel should operate machinery and enter trenches. Always check for underground services before digging. Pipeline sections must be carefully laid in the trench, aligned properly and securely positioned. Tie-in work connecting new sections to existing pipelines must be performed by certified personnel to ensure safety and uninterrupted gas supply. Refer to both the excavation and backfilling and tie-in procedures for proper guidance.